everybody, and welcome to my little London vlog. This is something a little bit different. I haven't had a chance to do anything like this for a very long time. So I thought I would just give you a little bit of an introduction about what this vlog's going to be about and why I'm making it. So thank you very much for joining me. My name's Suzanne. I'm Green Lambkin on Instagram, Etsy, Facebook and Ravelry. Now this vlog is about a little trip that I took with my sister Laura and my mum down to London at the beginning of this week, to actually for a purpose, not just for fun. What am I saying? It was all for fun, but we had a specific reason for going down, which was that my oldest sister Wendy and her husband Pat, so Wendy, Kirkland and Pat Sprakes, were playing their second ever gig at Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club, which is major, and we couldn't go to the first gig because it was during the spring bank holiday and we were away and there were various different things happening, but we so desperately wanted to see it, so we took a trip down to London. And while we were there, we mooched about, we did some shopping, we visited some lovely places, and I decided that I was going to capture it all. Now you've heard, if you've watched my previous vlogs, especially Vlogtober and Vlogmas, you've heard lots of Wendy and Pat's music before, and that music isn't just Wendy and Pat, that has lots of other fantastic jazz musicians on it as well. But I just really wanted to showcase them because we're all so proud of them, and how hard they've worked to get where they are, and how fantastic they are. So I just wanted to, you'll hear some of their music in this vlog, and see some of what we got up to, apart from going to Ronnie Scott's, which was just the most exciting thing in the world to me. So anyway, I'll let you watch the footage, and then at the end I'll show you a little bit of a, you know, what we did, what I got, kind of thing. Enjoy.
traveling home again. It's getting really late. Should I stop? Take a break? I'll just keep on traveling home. Driving down the lonely motorway, sun comes up on another day. Imagining your tired but smiling face. Not long now till I reach your doorstep. I keep on moving down the line, trying just to take my time, 'cause you need me safe at home.
Hello again. Did you love it? We certainly loved it. We had such fun. It was a lovely, lovely time. I wish I could have stayed longer. There were so many more things that we would have liked to have done. But then that just gives us an excuse to go back another time, doesn't it? So let me show you what I was knitting. This is my Harry Potter bag that Cherie from Ollie and Bella made for me for a beautiful gift. That was last Christmas, I think, wasn't it? And these were cast on especially for the trip. This is a bit of an experiment for me because I bought this yarn, and it's a sock set, but it's a 50 gram sock set. So there's 50 grams of the main colour and 20 grams of the contrast colour. The yarn is Stripy Cat yarns, and the colourway is Felix Felicis, hence why we've got the Harry Potter bag. If you're not a Harry Potter aficionado, Felix Felicis is the name of a potion that gives you lots of luck. It's also known as liquid luck, but the Latin name is Felix Felicis. Now I'm knitting these socks 2 at a time, and I'm in a tangle. So I've got them on a 2.25mm ChowGoo red lace, and this is how much I've got done so far. So I split the skein into 2 equal balls, and I weighed another pair of sock, well, another single sock, to check. And I think because I've got a size 8 lady's foot, obviously it's not a man's foot because it's on me and I'm a woman. What a stupid thing to say. So I've got a size 8 foot, which is it a 42 in European sizes, I think. I always forget. So quite large, and I was a little bit worried. I was going to do them toe up, but I really hate doing toe up socks. So I thought I'm going to weigh and I'm going to measure carefully. I know I need a little bit less yarn for the foot than I do for the leg, because I like a nice long leg if I can. So I'm just weighing and measuring, and I've luckily knitted another pair of socks in Stripy Cat yarns, which is the same weight, the same base, and the kind of proportions that I would like. So I've been able to compare it to that pair of socks, which I know is good. So these are the 2 10 gram balls of the contrast, which I'm going to use for the heels and the toes. Now, if I'm struggling and I get to the foot, I run out of the main colour yarn and I'm not going to get to the end of the foot, then I'm going to put this in and make a longer toe, and then I'll probably do the heel in a different contrasting colour. But I don't know, I'm just playing it by ear. So that's an interesting one to do. I just wanted something really mindless that I could do because we went on the National Express coach rather than the train. And then I've got my head wig. You'll have to excuse me, I can't remember the name of the maker who made the head wig, but it's a polymer clay one. And then I've got the Spectra Specs one, which was a progress keeper that my friend Amy sent me from America. Gorgeous. All coordinating and in with the theme. So, let me show you what I got. On the Monday, we went to various different shops, and the first place I went was to Liberties. I love Liberties so much, but I'm afraid I can't show you what's in this bag because I didn't actually buy anything for myself, although I was sorely tempted, because you'll have seen that there was a needlepoint kit. I think it's a needlepoint, like tapestry. I'm not sure what the difference is. The front of the Liberty building done in a really graphic, very sort of maybe Art Deco style, in neon yarns with the night sky behind it with stars and a moon. Oh, I was so tempted to get that. But I didn't because of the price of it. And I thought maybe I might, because I checked and you can get it on the website. So I thought maybe I might ask for it for Christmas. But I'll see how I go. I was discussing it with my mother-in-law yesterday, so she might. She's very into that kind of thing anyway, so she might just agree. She might just suggest that they get it me for Christmas. You never know. And then we had a wander around Carnaby Street. Yeah, oh, we went to the haberdashers. I was looking for yarn. And they had because I was disappointed in Liberty that the yarn department isn't there anymore, which was a bit of a shock to me. I didn't know that it had gone. So yeah, and I also, the other thing that we really wanted to do while we were down there was to visit Loop of London, but we were there on Monday and Tuesday, and it was a good job I went to the website and checked, because if we'd have taken a trip there to then go and find it closed, I would have been even more disappointed. But it was actually closed both days we were down there. It opens Wednesday to Saturday, I think. So I feel fated never to get to Loop of London, because every time I've tried or even thought about it, my attempts have been thwarted. But I'm quite happy about that, because I did discover a different knitting shop, which I'll get to in a bit. Anyway, we went to the haberdashers. Then we had a walk down Carnaby Street, which none of us have ever been down before, and that was really interesting. While we were there, we found a shop which we thought, we being me and Laura, didn't even exist anymore, and that's Muji, which is a Japanese shop, and they have lots of homeware and things. Now, the things that are in this bag are also gifts, so I can't show you what they are. However, I did buy for myself 2 really nice new pens. They're a bit like gel pens. Oh, they're clicky ones. And I got a purple and like a lime green colour, and I've been using those. Just started using those, and they're really nice to write with. So I treated myself to those in Muji. We had a nice sit down in a cuppa. Because it was really tiring. And then we went somewhere that I am so excited about, because if you've watched me for any time, you'll know how much I love mugs from Anthropology, and other things too, but mainly mugs. But I've never actually been to an Anthropology shop. There aren't many of them about the UK. There's one in Edinburgh, I think there's a couple in London, there's probably one in, I may be telling great big porkies, but there might be one in Leeds, I'm not sure. Anyway, I bought a gift, so again, I'm not going to show that, but I did buy something for myself. Can you guess what it is? And she's been sitting in this bag since I got back on Tuesday, and I have not I've opened her to show her to the others, but I wrapped her back up. I've not taken the label off the bottom, I've not washed her, and I've not used her, because I wanted to unwrap her and show her to you on the vlog. So I'm going to have my afternoon cuppa in this mug. And you'll see there's a reason why I'm referring to her as her and not it. Everybody say hello to Rosemary. She's so pretty. My little bald mug girl. She's got this lovely greenery on her handle and all around the bottom. And then she's got these beautiful hand-painted rosy cheeks and eyes. And she's just nice size. And I love the way the handle feels. I just love everything about Anthropology mugs. See, that really shows you how much of a bucket my owl mug is. Anyway, so that was the end of our shopping for Monday. Then we went back to where we were staying, which was a youth hostel right in the very centre. It's in Fitzrovia. It was on Bolsover Street, so it's the Youth Hostel Association. and it was fantastic. I mean, I've always been a great supporter of youth hostels. I just think that they're such good value for money, always comfortable, always impeccably clean. And where I've stayed, apart from one very old one, they've all been, what do you call it? Ensuite private rooms. So the one that we stayed in had 2 sets of bunks and an ensuite with a fantastic shower in it. If you've got a working loo and shower and you've got a clean, comfortable bed to sleep in, I don't think you can go far wrong. We were in a nice, relatively safe area of London. So then we went back there, got ready, went to Ronnie's, watched the gig. Amazing. Came home, went to sleep. The following day, the main plan was to go and find a yarn shop. I did some research and I discovered that there's a yarn shop called Beautiful Knitters in Pimlico. And when we got there, it said on the door, available appointment only on Tuesdays. And I was about ready to cry. But then the lovely lady, Karen, who runs the shop, now I feel awful because I can remember Karen's name, but I can't remember the other lady's name. I'm terrible with names, so I really apologise. But they were both absolutely lovely. They came to the door and we said, really sorry, we didn't know it was appointment only. We've just come to have a little look round. Are we allowed in? They let us in. We stayed nearly an hour. The yarns in there were beautiful. They specialise in having yarns from all over Europe, all over the world really. They've got some absolute beauties and I treated myself. Of course I did. There'd be something wrong with me if I didn't. Now this is Rosarios 4 Maya, I think it's called. And it's a sport weight yarn. And it's all speckledy, pretty. And it's got these little sort of neon-y flashes in it. I thought it was quite autumnal. And I got 2 of these and the colour is 104. I'm really happy with them. So as I say, these are 50 gram skeins, I think, yeah. And they are 70% wool, 30% polyamide. And it shows you if you wanted to knit socks with it, you can get shorties out of 1 ball and full socks out of 2 balls. But I don't think I am going to make socks out of this. I think possibly I might dye a contrasting skein of sport, because I've got some sport in my sport base in my stock. So I might dye a contrast to go with this and then actually make myself a shawl. I'm thinking maybe something like this kind of colour would be really nice, like a sort of a mulberry red, solidish colour. And then the other thing I got, you will laugh at me, I'm just going to take the price off that because I can't stand that. Blech. Excuse me while I attempt not to vomit. Yes, I know I'm weird. I don't like price labels. I went all the way to London and came back with a skein of yarn from Sheffield, made in Sheffield. So this is black elephant yarn, which I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with. The colourway is just delicious. It's called Gloaming, and this is the DK 100% superwash merino. Now, just cop a load of those speckles. Look at that. So beautiful. And this is going to become a pair of really lovely, cosy, snuggly mittens for me. Full mittens, because when it gets to really cold winter days, I always suddenly realise that I knit myself loads of fingerless mitts and I've got no full mittens for when it's really cold, and I always struggle. I have knitted them in the past, but I've never actually had a pair that I've been like, yes, I love these mitts. And they've always been a bit scratchy, the yarn, or a bit short in the cuff, or not quite long enough in the gusset. So I've been looking at some patterns. I can't decide whether to do a pattern or whether to just design one myself, because I have done that in the past. I don't think I want to make it anything fussy. It might have a bit of texture, but it might just be stocking stitch. I'm not sure yet. But that's what I got. And they gave me this lovely, lovely bag, tote bag as well, which was fab. And the stuff they got in there. absolutely lovely. I could have spent so much money, but I was trying to be a little bit of a good girl because we're actually going away again this week. So it's Johnny's birthday tomorrow. Today is Sunday the 15th, and we're going away for a couple of nights to York, and they're taking the kids, and there will be treats involved and things. So I was trying to be a little bit restrained. Oh, excuse me. Yes, so I didn't go mad. But anyway, I thought you'd like to see what I procured. And now I'm going to have terrible difficulty controlling myself to stop myself from casting on all these lovely things. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you and say thank you very much for joining me for this lovely little blog. Well, I say it's lovely. I think it's lovely. I'm very proud of it. So now I'm going to go and edit it and get it uploaded for you, and I will be back with another vlog very soon. TTFN. Thanks for watching.